When on June 20th, 2018, Cleveland Police Department received reports of several gunshots near Highland Hills, responding officers rushed to the scene, which, unbeknownst to them, slowly unfolded into one of the most tragic cases the city had ever seen.
She shot in the head. They shot my baby. I don't know these kids. Get these coppers out of here. They need to be seen. I was trying to get my boy. I gotta get my boy. Nobody saw what happened.
The victim of the shooting, Sanaya Nicholson, who was tragically only 9 years old, had been shot in the head while sitting in the back of her mother's car. While EMS also arrived on site, the severity of the circumstances left little room for help.
This shit gotta be stopped, man. 9 years old, bro.
Sanaya Nicholson was rushed to the hospital. However, the injuries proved too severe, and she was pronounced dead that same evening, at only 9 years of age. At the scene of the shooting, officers cleared the site and began asking witnesses about the exact sequence of events, trying to understand what led to the brutal killing. What investigators quickly learned was that, shockingly, multiple people were involved in the shooting, and as more evidence was uncovered, officers arrested multiple suspects, including 17-year-old Bruin Harrison and 18-year-old Aaron George, who were brought to the Cleveland Police Department for questioning.
Last week, a 9-year-old girl got killed in our city. And we know that you were involved. We're sort of giving you this opportunity now to sort of come clean, tell us what the motivation was, how you found yourself in that predicament.
Me personally, there's no explaining for me, because my intent wasn't, you feel me, like anything that went on. Now, how I find myself, you feel me, wherever, whenever, it's just because, like,
on June 20th, what are you doing?
what was June 20th?
To Wednesday.
Wednesday. What time? Probably at work.
Were you with CJ that day? And then
June 20th?
two guys? Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Think hard.
In a car? I do remember getting in the car.
Aaron George went through the timeline of the day of the shooting, explaining that in the early afternoon, he was picked up by his friend CJ and someone called Devonte, who brought his brother Bruin along, two people Aaron didn't really know at that time.
You know what time of day it is at this time?
Like early, I think probably like 12.
Oh, it's like early afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause we was with each other for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
And where'd you guys go from there?
I mean, we went a couple places, you feel me?
Is
Like
that-
down the way, King Kenny, we kept on going to the gas station, back and forth to the gas station. We could be walking. I went up there to the court. We hoop in the K. It's a court back there. And then around by like, I want to say like what? Probably not even that late. Probably like 3, 4ish. We start riding back out. You feel me? Riding back around.
Okay. And where do you go?
We was trying to go to Lorraine. You feel me? But ain't nobody had no gas money. So long story short, we get to riding around. We rode around and we stopped. Like the car shut off on it. Didn't nobody in the car have no more money. You feel me? We had spent it up on weed and miles and shells and stuff. We stopped and the car stopped on Lee and Harvard.
Right as the group arrived at a gas station, they got into an argument, primarily because they had run out of gas and nobody had any money to buy fuel. The group split up, as CJ and the driver, Devonte, went to get some money, leaving both Aaron and Bruin alone, which led to another argument because Aaron didn't want to be left alone with someone he considered a stranger.
I get mad. I get mad at two people. CJ left me to hang with somebody I didn't even know. You feel me? But CJ being CJ, if he your brother, he my brother, you feel me? Because I rock with you.
He should take care of you.
Exactly. We should be rocking with each other. So basically, I'm up there at the gas station, and they just said, like, yeah, we finna go and get some money, you feel me, from around the corner at my sister's house. It was just us two. I'm like, bro, I'm just about to stand up here and beg for change.
Us two being, who's the other person?
The dude I didn't know. He was like, some bro, we could just walk around and do that. I'm like, some alright, bet.
Everyone keeps asking me how I do my podcast alone. The
Who
answer
had both become increasingly impatient, started going around the street asking strangers for money to get the car running again. During that
Like,
time,
bro,
they coincidentally
if you
ran
got a
into
fucking
CJ
job,
and Devontae,
like you're
who had
saying,
just
you
returned with
wouldn't
not
be
only no
walking
money for
around
fuel,
asking
but
people
also
for gas
even
money.
more trouble.
Strangers
And then
at
out of
that,
nowhere, like, they salty. They mad, so I get mad because CJ mad. You feel me? I'm thinking like he just got beat up, you feel me?
Is that what he said, or what?
No, he didn't. He just came back. Bro, you feel me? You feel me? Like he just
We don't feel you,
going
better.
off, you feel me? So I'm like, so bro, what just happened? Hold on. What just happened? So he talking about, yeah, playing crazy, da 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 da. So I'm like, bro, I'm about to call my dad. They said you don't have no phone. I'm like, alright, bet. I'm about to walk with y'all until I find a phone so I can call my dad, and I'm about to leave. They like, bro, you ain't gonna ride with me? What you mean you ain't gonna ride with me? They basically saying like, is you gonna fight with me? And I just said, I just said, where they at? Where they at? You feel me? Like,
Aaron claims that although he initially intended to go back home, the group coerced him to stay and look for the other group with whom CJ and the driver had gotten into an argument earlier.
so we get to walking around again. Then we went to I remember going to the Taco Bell with the dark skinned dude. Then we walked back down the street. Then dudes just get to looking. Dudes just
Where are these dudes at?
on the corner of the street. And I'm walking up, I'm looking at them looking at us, you feel me? So I'm like, bro, who is these? Is these the dudes that you got problem with? They looking at me like, or they looking at us suspicious, you feel me? Like I'm thinking they about to get the shoe and they can do whatever.
As Aaron, Bruin, CJ and Devontae, the driver, walked back toward the gas station, they ran into the group with whom they earlier had an altercation, which in turn unfolded into another argument. Interestingly, investigators later learned that around this time in the interrogation, Aaron started to leave out crucial details, such as that before the confrontation, they had been kicked out of a Taco Bell by security, where they had seen some members of the other group inside the restaurant.
So
Just chasing
the
it.
dude I didn't know he pulled something out, you feel me? Like, bro, we ain't worried about that. That's when I noticed, you feel me? That's when I noticed CJ had a gun. So I'm like, bro, I've been with you before we even got with these people. Why wouldn't you tell me you had a gun, bro? I just got out of jail. You feel me? Like, I got a job. If I get caught with you, they already know what's up with me. Because I went down for aggravated robbery. They not playing with that. So he get to talking about, oh yeah, you a bitch, da-da-da, you already know this type of life I get into and all this other shit. We get into that little argument like that. So now they see, the dudes at the corner see me and CJ like we're going back and forth like we about to fight. So they get to laughing. So I turn back around. I'm like, bro, CJ, bro, you feel me? Come on, you feel me? And there's a lot of people out here. It's daylight. I'm basically just telling him like, bro, don't try to shoot him. You feel me? So he was like, all right, bet, come on. So everybody listening. So long story short, I got $2 in my pocket. I put the $2 in the gas can that he had, like a spare gas can he had in the truck. So I put the $2 in the gas pump, and then I put the gas in there, and I got in. Now the dudes was standing right there. He still
Y'all
mad,
tried to
but I know
slide
CJ.
with
I can
$2
calm
worth
him
of
down
gas.
Sometimes, you feel me? So I'm like, bro, you feel me? We out. You feel me? I'm about to go wake my dad up. We about to go get some more. You feel me? Like all right, bet. But pull this way. So I'm like, bro, they down there. The dude ain't even listen to me.
Okay.
The dude that was driving didn't even listen to me.
Is it the same guy that was driving?
That was the same exact one. The dude didn't even listen to me. So that's when everything just started, you feel me, clicking to my mom. But your brother got a gun. If I try to stop you from pulling over here, what to say that he not gonna shoot me?
Okay.
I don't know these people. Only my life was in CJ hands for real.
Okay, go ahead.
So we pulled out the gas station, and he just got the fire.
At approximately 7:15 p.m, the driver, Devontae, followed CJ's instructions and drove onto Lee Road, heading in the same direction where, minutes earlier, they had the confrontation with the other group.
My brother was like, what the fuck is you doing? I was driving, like, what you mean?
So your brother didn't even know what was going on either.
It just happened so fast.
Although both Aaron and Bruin claimed that this in itself was an unexpected manoeuvre, investigators concluded that the group directly provoked an escalation
Right.
by first searching for the other group
Following
and,
up
upon
on
finding them,
search,
getting
like
into
chasing it.
another argument, flashing their weapons and leaving, but only for a moment, before eventually seeking revenge.
Did he say anything before he shot?
Not to me. I don't even think he said anything to nobody in the car. Only thing I remember is ducking down. The bullet almost went towards my head.
How many times did he shoot, do you know?
I don't know. After two shots, I'm like, but stop! I did like this through the back. My fault. I did like this through the back seat, bro. And that was it. I feel like I felt the wind from the shot coming at me, and then when I looked over, the window that got busted out. It's a bullet right here. It went past, and I just ducked down. The only time I said something to them after that, I'm like, bro, call my dad, bro. I probably been shot. My adrenaline running.
Detectives concluded that although Bruin also carried a weapon, CJ was the only person in the car who fired at the other group. As the car rolled up on them, more than 24 shots were fired between the groups, with one stray bullet hitting a car parked down the street in front of a gym, where 9-year-old Sanaya Nicholson was inside, waiting for her older brother to be picked up from boxing practice by her mother. In the midst of this, the stray bullet tragically struck Sanaya in the head. At just 9 years of age, she lost her life as a result of the unfortunate circumstances.
So then after that, what did you guys do?
I left. I told them, I'm like, bro, I'm going to Garfield, bro. Drop me off.
Okay, so they drop you off.
But they don't drop me off at the house. Yeah, they don't drop me off at my house. They drop me off on Wood Hill, 79th.
Contrary to Aaron's claims that he was simply dropped off, security camera footage captured the group approximately 15 minutes after the shooting, driving up to Holton Avenue, where they agreed to get rid of the car.
Whose idea is it to go to Holton and get rid of the car?
CJ.
CJ's idea. So all four of you guys, your brother, CJ, you, and this other guy, roll down to Holton.
50 minutes later, they were caught again on camera, arriving on the same street, but this time in a different car, to dispose of more evidence.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Where vibe coding meets drag and drop freedom. We'll see about that. All right, let me try to make up a site to sell some like theoretical kombucha. Make me a site about kombucha. Make it look nice.
And then about a 9-year-old girl, bro.
You see it on the news, didn't you?
I didn't see nothing. That's why I'm trying to tell you.
You've been all over the news, all over the media, social
media. I got an Instagram. I never once seen nothing about no 9-year-old girl. Listen, sir. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I really don't know how to feel right now, man. I know my life could be over with. You could be the last person I'm looking at on the outside. Me knowing what I came here for, I already know what I was gonna have to do. I already knew what I was gonna have to tell y'all. But I already know ain't nobody gonna spare me though. It's just I'm gonna go down as another statistic. A dude that ain't the wrong place, wrong time.
You're looking for me to tell you something.
No, not about
good.
it. I mean,
and it ain't good for you right now. But what you've done has been good. Because we're not changing that charge. That's what you're going to be charged with. Is that charge? Could that charge be changed or amended? They can be if what you say is true and how things played out.
Right. That's all I want to know. That could be my last question. Like, even if what I do say is true, like, what you think gonna happen? I could still get life.
You should have thought about all that shit when you was hanging around them goofies. Y'all niggas be having all the sense in the world when y'all about to get spanked on. Half a man, 50 years, brother.